light shines on, the Spirit helps me guide my way. I know this ain't just me. I walk strong, but this time I won't be afraid. I know this ain't just me. No, this ain't just me.
Welcome to Silver Arrow Tarot. This is Amanda, and welcome back if you've already been here before, but welcome to those of you who are new. We are doing a pick a card reading today with 3 piles in it. Why did my soul choose this poo-poo caca situation? All right, so that will be our topic. I will go as in depth as I possibly can. But before we get to that, guys, I'm going to be choosing the second winner of the Oracle deck giveaway. So if you didn't see, I did have a giveaway back in August. And so we will be announcing the winner, one of the winners today. There will be one more winner after this. All right, so I do have the names in this bag, and we'll be picking it live on camera. So let's find out who is the second winner. Now, if you have not watched my last 2 videos, please go back and watch if you entered to win, because you might have won. All right, Apurva. All right, so Apurva, this means that you won the Oracle deck of your choice. So please go ahead and email me. I will leave my contact info down below, and I will need your details so I can send you your deck. All right, I'm so excited to get into this one today. So without further ado, we're going to pull all the cards necessary for you to make your intuitive choice. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, here are your 3 piles to choose from. Please take some deep breaths in and slow breaths out, and intuitively pick pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3 as your message, and I'll see you in it. Bye. All right, welcome, beautiful pile 1. So I feel a little bit sassy today. I know that I probably should do this reading in a certain order, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to. So we're actually going to do it in a bit of a backwards manner. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, let me know. I am just kind of interested in kind of sticking to the point, being precise. So why did my soul choose this poo-poo caca situation? I'm going to be pulling cards to just figure out what the purpose of that whole situation was, and then I will be looking at like maybe some more specifics. So stay tuned if you want to, get confirmation, I guess. Otherwise, if it resonates, it resonates. Like, what does it really matter, right? The reading was meant for you if you chose your pile. There's something here for you. So pile 1, first card you guys got, Scrying, which I have to say, I have never pulled this card ever in the history of owning this deck, and I've had it for a while, maybe since 2018, quite a while, and I've never seen this card, so I was so excited to see it. So we have Scrying, True Future, and then we have Awaken, this beautiful, beautiful card, number 1. This is 34, reduces to 7. So 1 and 7 are significant for this pile. The first thing that I'm seeing for you, pile 1, is that this situation that you went through that was really unpleasant, that we'll get into the details, was actually your soul's choice because it was necessary to help clear your third eye chakra and awaken you. It was necessary to activate you and clear you to the truth and the light and the power that you truly are as a soul. And I think a benefit of this also was to activate your psychic abilities and gifts. So, really, really interesting, guys. It says here, scrying in the booklet, I just love this. It says, Goddess Hathor always carried a shield and acted as a mirror to see the future, and the other side had a mirror to enable people to see themselves in their own true light. This duality is necessary for true reading. So, not only did it activate your abilities to read others or see the future even, but it also helped you to start to see yourself in your own true light. I also want to say that this situation that you went through awakened you to your manifestation abilities or your creator abilities, or just maybe even just the concept of manifesting in general. So, because I'm getting a major magician vibe, the alchemist. So I feel compelled to read this. It says, Dear one, the universe has been gently nudging you forward with signs, synchronicities, dreams, and coincidences. It is your time to awaken to your true creative potential and inherent power. You are being propelled forward to stir the ancient wisdom that is already within you. Enjoy this process of unfolding and watch consciously as your life transforms. You already possess all the tools you'll ever need on your journey, and this chapter is simply a reminder to pay attention to the signs. So, yes, I think this situation also awakened you to the concept or the ability to see the signs, like number synchronicities, signs from animals, signs from nature, feathers, just things like that. So your conscious awareness is expanding, and the wisdom of the sages is being reflected through you, through Mother Earth herself. Situations are presenting themselves to you to match your increasing vibration and to remind you of your awakening power. A deep inner knowing is emerging, even if you are not aware of it. Portals within you are being healed and opened, allowing inspiration and ancient wisdom to be readily accessed. If you have always possessed this innate wisdom but needed to clear and balance certain areas of your life first. So yes, I believe that this situation came into your life so that you could become aware of what needed to be cleared and what needed to be balanced. Because your soul wanted you to be able to start to increase your vibration and become more conscious and aware. Embrace the amazing soul that is you and accept that you have a vital role to play. Go with the flow and follow the signs, for you are not alone. Divine guidance is with you every step of the way to assist you where you need to be. Let this pace flow naturally. Don't rush or be frantic during this time. Just allow your beautiful petals to gently unfold to the amazing, magnificent soul that is truly you. So, yes, I think you are meant to be awakened to more of your divine purpose, your divine potential, what role you are meant to play on this planet at this time. I think that was the main purpose of this really unfortunate and unpleasant situation. but it was a major growth point, and it is and or was a major growth point for you, and allowing you to get confirmation that maybe your intuition is really actually real, and maybe whatever you felt was accurate. After the fact, you realized things about the truth of and the accuracy of what you were feeling. So I want to, obviously pull some more cards. I'm going to be using this beautiful new deck I just got, Magic, Midnight Magic. It's a all mushroom deck, so I'm really excited to be using it. I just had to have it. I'm a little bit obsessed with mushrooms, just a little bit. So let's see. All right, so I actually was picking this up earlier. So I'm not terribly surprised to see this card come out. You have the Six of Cups in reverse. So I'm getting for some of you that this situation actually, wasn't it. I guess this is my bad because I was like envisioning sort of tower moment situations or whatever, but I actually feel for this pile, it is more like long-standing stuff from childhood, like just childhood stuff that was painful and unpleasant and sort of programmed you or predisposed you towards certain things, belief systems, that kind of thing. Because I'm hearing old wounds playing out. You have the Lovers in reverse and the Six of Cups in reverse. So that just screams to me, how I would interpret that is, especially kind of in love situation or a romantic situation or partnership situations, you chose, I'm hearing you didn't choose a very easy path when it comes to love. You chose some pretty difficult stuff to work on in this lifetime. And I feel like stuff from childhood has continued to plague you with regards to kind of partners that you choose and show up. I hope no one thinks that I'm shaming them or like saying that it's your fault, you manifested this or whatever. It's nothing like that. It's just a matter of like, we kind of tend to gravitate towards things that feel familiar on a subconscious level. So, if our parents or caregivers treat us in a certain way, on some level it's very comforting and familiar feeling, and so we may not, we kind of feel almost sort of drawn to people that tend to have that same emotional signature for us, for the lack of better words. But this is actually because your soul is, going back to this card here. It's like a mirror, right? It was talking about mirror reflection. So you really did come in to get a very clear sense of who you are and become a very clear channel as well. But like, that involves becoming someone who can see themselves very clearly. And so I feel like that's why you tend to really, you haven't been able to escape this kind of like continued reflection, and it feels really painful. And my heart goes out to you because I really can empathize. If you see my relationship lines on my palm, it ain't good. It doesn't look good. And I've definitely struggled in my love life greatly. And so I absolutely have the most compassion and grace for y'all. If this is your situation and this resonates, yeah, it's hard. It's so hard. And you feel like you're clearing and you're healing and you're like, why can you not just, you see other people around you in relationships, right? And you're just like, why can't that be me? I've been doing so much work on myself. How come I can't get the mirror to reflect a good, healthy relationship? I know, really rough. Yeah, but this is because your soul is actually on a pretty intense path of awakening, and hopefully I can do my best to articulate that. Like, this really is not a punishment. It's something that you really were eager to learn in this life, is how to master relationships. So you went deep. Your soul went really deep. Let's see what else we can find out. Okay, so I pulled a few more cards. I'm going to pull this camera down just so we can get more in view here. We also have the Page of Cups. And we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. So I'm also hearing, y'all, that this situation or experience, I'd rather call it experience, is because you all are mastering, you came here to master emotions. Your soul came here to master the art of emotions. I'm also getting a very innocent vibe, very pure vibe. So I feel like you're learning how to purify your emotions. You're learning how to stay innocent and open-hearted. And, you know, there's just this pool of water, this blue mushroom. There's a lot of, it gives me the feeling of water and emotions. And so, yeah, I think that you came here to master your emotions. And also with the Queen of Wands here, to temper any impulsivity. This is actually, like, again, I have been getting this, but I want to reiterate it and make sure that it gets through, that this is like a master level stuff, because we have water and we have fire. Fire and water is alchemically the hardest two elements to harmoniously blend, and the Temperance card in the tarot is all about that, blending water and fire, blending your passions and your emotions, and in a balanced way. Okay, so that is definitely a strong message for pile 1. Let's see, I'm almost getting a bit of a like narcissistic codependent thing here with these two cards. Someone who is very like empathetic, sensitive, kind, compassionate, like thinks of others, is overly responsible for others' feelings. And then like Queen of Wands in reverse can indicate someone who has taken their ego into like an unhealthy space of self-centeredness and just self-focus. So you may have experienced a narcissistic parent, or if not narcissistic parent, someone who acted narcissistically. This can actually manifest in someone who maybe has chronic illnesses or depression, maybe like even postpartum kind of stuff, where they just they're not able to be there for others or their children. And so without intending to, the child will take on that role of caretaker, and because they are attempting to get their needs met in any way possible. So that might be you. So yeah, I feel like that situation has haunted you in your adult relationships. We have 3 of Cups. More water. More water in this reading. So yeah, again, relationships are showing up for this reading. So the Hierophant, the Emperor, and the Ace of Wands. More fire. Aries, Leo, Sag. Hierophant, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So I'm getting, for some of you, this could have been like even perhaps a childhood situation of being in a culty like environment. I don't know why. It's just with the Hierophant, the Emperor, and the 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups is community. So, and we have 2 masculine type energies with the Hierophant and the Emperor together. It's very interesting. There's like I said, there's like these masculine energies here. And we have Amanita and Turkey Tail. And this painting is actually Amanita. And Amanita is a powerful healer as well. Also, some, people think it's quite deadly. But you actually can, I think you can actually use that as a plant medicine under proper use. Please don't go out and eat them. So yeah, there's like, I mean, for some, there's maybe possible third party situations that you've gone through, because the Ace of Wands can be quite sexual, sexually motivated energy here. So if you're interested in masculine energies, there just might be something going on that was in regards to your relationship to masculine, like your father, grandfather, authority figures within the community, leaders within the community, being kind of impulsive, perhaps. And this has led you to feel stifled in relationships and carry some of these insecurities into your relationships in general with men or partners, however you like to identify, and whoever you identify being attracted to. We all have masculine and feminine within us, so these are just energies, guys. I'm just reading them. So there might be something around your sexual energy, or maybe you have a hard time. Who knows? Maybe I'm saying like you have a hard time with a commitment, or you have a hard time finding committed partnerships, because the Hierophant is about commitment, and the Emperor is a very stable energy and a very steadfast energy. But the Three of Cups isn't isn't quite like that. It's much more free-flowing with regards to commitment in relationship. It's a very happy card, but I wouldn't say it's a committed card. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing, you guys. I think, this is why it feels good to give like the good energy, like the good messages at the end of the reading. But I started out by telling you guys why all this happened or what the reasoning on the higher level was for you. So all of this is growing you immensely in the realm of relationships and helping you to be able to then teach others and get us closer to new earth in terms of how we relate to each other as a society. So you took on a big task, no doubt about it. And if you're still in the midst, my heart goes out to you, and I do think that you're going to be successful in the end. And even though it might be feeling like an endless list of lessons, there is a greater purpose for it, and I think your soul definitely believes in you and believes that you're gonna overcome these challenges. So much love to you guys. I will hopefully see you again soon. If you do need more personalized readings, I do have them available, as well as my artwork in my Etsy shop, so go check that out below. And until next time, I will see you soon. Bye. Hello, beautiful pile 2. Welcome to your reading. For some reason, the camera didn't keep recording after I went through like the first half of this, and I was just talking to myself. Of course, I guess you could always say I am talking to myself, but all right, guys, we're going to get into why did your soul choose this situation, this caca situation, and get into. I'm going to start out actually giving you the blessings and the reasons why your soul chose this, and then we'll get into the details. I know it's like a little bit backwards, but hey, I kind of feel like being a little bit weird today. So hopefully you like it. We're gonna start out with your oracle cards. So the first card you have here is Earth Spirit number 9. And I can't make this up, guys. You actually have another 9 coming out. Communication. So 9s are actually about coming to an end of a cycle, completion of a cycle, and it sort of indicates diligence and persistence and really basically coming upon mastery. We're almost to the end of a lesson or a learning experience. So this is part of the reason why your soul chose this, is because I feel like your soul is pretty advanced, and so this is kind of the final, I don't want to say final straw, that's not right, final hurdle before mastery. So that's why this is such a challenging, difficult situation, and that hopefully gives you a little bit of consolation. I'm not trying to bulldoze or bypass by any means with this reading. This is just coming from the higher perspective of your soul. So I am getting that you are learning diligence, persistence, and this Earth Spirit card really talks about transmutation. So your soul is mastering a transmutational, alchemizational, if that's a word, process or a skill. And I do think for a lot of you this will translate into this lifetime as abundance, like manifesting abundance or wealth or anything to do with just like the material world. For some of you, I'm hearing like possibly medicine, like perhaps some kind of like healing profession for some of you. Interestingly, the last pile really was working with the elements of water and fire, but this pile feels like your soul likes to work with and alchemize the energies of earth and fire. So, this card, Earthly Spirit, talks about the transmutation of darkness into light, organic matter into energy. So, in essence, taking something dense and transmuting it into a lighter or higher density. I'm also getting that your soul chose this experience because it would help you learn how to listen and communicate, and perhaps even teach others how to do what you're doing. I have heard that the last form of mastering something can be, learning how to teach it, how to do it to other people. So I do feel like with this howling wolf, you're calling people to a different way of being, or showing people the way somehow. There is an element of also learning patience, listening to others, and perhaps clearing people-pleasing tendencies, being clear in your communication, being truthful in your communication, being pure in your communication, being honest in your communication. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So whatever the situation is, I'm guessing it's probably a difficult one, or it was a difficult one. But these 9s are telling me that you're at a very high, it's like playing Tetris on level 9 or 10. You start you start out at level 1, right? And you only get to the difficulty towards the end, when you're almost going to beat the game. All right. So we're going to actually go into some more details, should you be interested. This will just act as a confirmation. Doesn't necessarily mean that this part of the reading is invalid, but because obviously you're here for a reason, and your soul wanted you to hear at least, the reasons. Maybe you already know what the situation is. So yeah, we're going to pull some clarifying cards. So we're going to get into specific situations for pile 2. We have the Chariot. We have the 3 of Swords. We have the 2 of Cups reversed. And we have the Knight of Swords. And this is this magical mushroom deck that I got recently, which I'm so excited to use. And this is zombie ant fungus. So a little bit of a gruesome one. But I guess that shouldn't be surprising, since we're trying to tease out what this poo-poo caca situation looked like. Okay, guys, so what I'm seeing is that there's some impulsivity that you're working through or have worked through, and because the Chariot is very fast moving energy, but I also associate the Chariot with Cancer. Cancer is a very heart-centered sign. So I feel like you may have charged into a situation head first, rushing into something with someone, and it led to heartbreak. It led to heartbreak. And perhaps a breakup or something fell apart. It caused a lot of pain and mental anguish, because keep in mind the Three of Swords talks about heartbreak, but it also is an air element. It's the mind, it's mental. And then the Knight of Swords, again, like I said, very fast energy, a bit impulsive energy. I also feel like with the communication card, gives me a clue here about the fact that what you were gaining. So I feel like for some of you, you may have rushed into a situation because your heart, you just felt like your heart was calling you in that direction or towards a certain person or situation, but there was a lack of communication. There was a lack of clear communication. There was also a lack of taking your time and some moderation and patience. And so needs and wants and expectations may not have been clearly communicated. And this led to a big disappointment. It led to the dissolution of something that felt very, emotionally, you felt very emotionally connected to. And it ended up being a very scary situation where I feel like this person or the situation may have turned out to be something completely opposite of what you originally thought they were, or it was. And so that's why you're learning patience. That's why you're learning persistence. You're learning diligence, crossing all your T's, dotting all your I's, learning the value of communication, and being clear within yourself and within connections about what your expectations, your wants, your needs are, and not just assuming that other people understand that about you or about the arrangement or the agreement within the connection. If it goes unspoken, then there's a lot up in the air, and you may not actually be on the same page. So the Chariot is a card in the traditional tarot of two sphinxes pulling, a black and a white sphinx pulling a chariot. And so it's about the marriage of the opposites, the black and the white. In order for you to pull the cart forward and move forward, you have to be a master at harnessing duality, the opposites, white and dark, light and dark. So I feel like your soul is almost there with 2 nines coming out. And you're learning so much through this experience. We do have Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So ultimately, I also do feel like you are learning self-love. Learning how to love yourself, learning how to communicate your needs, learning how to set your expectations appropriately, knowing yourself well enough to know what you need and want in a relationship or in a situation, whatever that situation may be. Doesn't have to necessarily be love relationships either. I can't possibly like cram all of the possible scenarios, but it could even be like a job, knowing what your needs are in a job, how much time you need off. Do I need a flexible schedule? Do I have kids to take care of? Etc. And then being honest and upfront so that you get a good match when you're interviewing for jobs. So I think that's all I'm seeing for you guys. Final card, just because I felt like making sure everything was clear. We have the Eight of Wands. So Eight of Wands is about, again, fast moving energy. So Spirit is really asking me to double down on the message that this is for your growth regarding taking your time and being patient, being, not taking things too quickly, taking time to yourself maybe, and pausing as needed, asking the right questions, communicating with people in your life so that you don't get yourself, neck deep into something that you could have if you had been a little bit more measured in your commitment levels and your investment levels, then you would have maybe been able to see earlier on that this person, the situation did not match up with your frequency and who you are as a person and what you're looking for as a person, and that people are who they say they are and they're not just giving you a bunch of lip service. So this was the big lesson for you. I hope you found this reading helpful. If you do need more personalized guidance, I do have personal readings available, and my original artwork and oracle decks are available on my Etsy shop. Some really cool stuff, all different price points, so go check it out. Tell me what you think. I'd love to hear. All right, guys, I'll see you again soon. Bye. Welcome, pile 3, to your reading. Honored to have you here, spending time with me. Thank you so much. It does mean a lot. It truly, truly does. So we're going to jump right in. We have 3 cards, and this is all about why did your soul choose this poo-poo situation? So, yeah, you guys, these obviously we're kind of talking about challenging topics, and so I'm going to do it a little bit backwards, and I'm going to talk about the lessons and the positive intentions for the experiences. This is not meant to bypass or gaslight or anything that you've been through. This is just me giving you the higher perspective that your soul wants to express about the intentions and the meaning, the greater, higher meaning for things you've been through. So if you're not interested in that, this is probably not your reading right now. But if you are in a space to hear some of these things, please stick around. I'm going to be getting into the details in the second half of this reading. So let's start. We have, to begin, Tarawet, pregnancy and birth. Number 42 reduces to a 6. We have balance, 2. And we have hope, number 16, reduces to a 7. So 2, 6, and 7 may be significant for you as numerological frequencies or energies. If you've been seeing 2s or 6s a lot or 7s a lot, this is maybe a nod to the fact that you're in the right place. So you guys, I'm really getting a lot from these cards. So where to start? The reason your soul chose this situation was because it really has to do with your learning and your lessons around connection, about giving and receiving, receptivity, family, and I'm hearing the ties that bind. So I'm really guided to tell you guys that family is not just blood relation, okay? These are the people that we choose. We can choose our family, and we can choose who we are loyal to. We can choose who we include in that title of family. And Spirit really wants me to highlight that for you. So yes, you are meant to learn compassion. You will learn also to learn about your connectedness to everything, to your to Mother Gaia especially. I feel like this is highly, highly highlighted in this reading. Connection to the universe, to Mother Gaia, to the frequency of aligned mothering archetype, the archetype of the mother. So either your soul wishes to experience that, or to embody that, or to purify this frequency during this soul incarnation. And of course, to read the cards quite matter-of-factly here, to learn balance and hope, and learn how to stay hopeful, and even in challenging situations, by learning to cultivate deeply within yourself and affirming deeply within yourself that you're always loved, protected, taken care of. Tarwat is a deity, which is a hippopotamus, alligator, and lion hybrid. And she's meant to embody this fierce but nurturing mother archetype. Someone who's fiercely protective and also loving and loyal. So this is what family in its exalted form can be. And I feel like this was your intention at the soul level, to really learn this concept deeply. I'm hearing a mother archetype reboot. So as we know, on planet Earth, we have distorted masculine and feminine energies right now, yin and yang. There's a lot of polarization. There's a lot of demonization, I want to say, as well. So getting back to that pure energy, and a good way that I've found anyway is to connect back to Mother Earth and to be in nature a lot, because we can absorb that more pure frequency of being nurtured, being loved unconditionally, and being taken care of through being in the frequency of nature. So that's what I'm getting, you guys, for what the purpose was. To just get you to be anchored in that knowingness in your body, that you are connected to all of life, that life is connected to you, that you are always surrounded by abundance of the universe. And even when things are difficult, you always have that connection to the world around you and to the resources and love that is ever present in the atoms even of the universe. So it's definitely driving you inward. This experience definitely drove you inward, or was intended to be deeply centered and balanced within yourself. Maybe even to be able to bridge those worlds of being self-sufficient and being also open to receiving help from other resources. For some of us, that is definitely a challenge that we are working through due to like trust issues and things. But yeah, I'm also hearing like ancestors, going back to that family connection. So tapping into your connection to your ancestors and their wisdom, and being connected to that loving and unconditionally loving frequency as well. All right. Yeah. I mean, just back of the deck here, compassion also has that little leaf pattern that this card has. So also making me feel very like connected to life, but also connected to, these feel like or remind me of veins, like the veins in your body carrying that blood being that connection to your ancestors, to your soul, with like the wisdom of the people that came before you, and how much love there is, even if you had difficult family relationships. Those that have passed definitely are cheering you on from the other side, because even if those relationships were strained, most likely they were there. You guys contracted to have this difficult relationship for your growth. Again, I'm not trying to bypass difficulties, but just from taking a higher perspective, oftentimes we actually have deep soul bonds with even some of the people in our lives that really hurt us the most or created challenges for us. So really, they meant well in the greater picture. All right, so we're going to take a look at details now. I'm going to be using the Mushroom Midnight Magic deck. Beautiful deck. So we're going to keep going. Actually, hold on. I'm going to pause. Okay, so I've pulled some clarifying cards here. I'm anxious to get into it. I had to pause because my camera battery is low, which also actually feels very synchronistic with your reading. Okay, so 10 of Pentacles reversed. King of Pentacles upright, and Ace of Swords reversed. So lots of earth energy. Lots of earth energy. The first thing I'm hearing though, and I'm really sorry if this is what you've been experiencing, but with the Ten of Pentacles is about family, and we were talking about family and ancestors. And Ten of Pentacles can often talk about like inheritance or family money or wealth or accumulated generational wealth. And I'm hearing with this card, orchestration. So I'm feeling like, paired with this Ace of Swords, because I'm hearing canopy. I feel like, or umbrella. I'm feeling like something's blocked. Like there is someone in your family line that is blocking your manifestation of abundance, your manifestation of wealth or abundance. Back of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So this may feel like you have chronic bad luck with regards to money. If it's not deliberate, it could be non-intentional for some, but I'm feeling like the message is possibly for some of you that either on a conscious or subconscious level, people in your family are intentionally blocking your ability to manifest money, your ability to be financially abundant and independent and a leader or a boss or just someone who can take care of themselves financially. And yeah, I just feel like bad luck with money here. I forgot to mention you have also initiation at the bottom of the deck. So there was a message coming through about this process that you're going through, or the situation that your soul chose as being specifically an initiatory, feeling like dark night of the soul type of thing. So this situation, as difficult as it is, and I have deep empathy for you on this, money struggles can be so frustrating, incredibly demoralizing. Let me fix this wire. There we go. Incredibly demoralizing and difficult, and just a slog through the mud. But where you have been blocked in terms of material wealth and abundance, it has caused you to find new avenues to feel those frequencies without necessarily creating like physical, financial, maybe necessarily abundance. I feel like, the frequency of pregnancy, birth to me is like this frequency of overflow, this frequency of being nurtured, cared for by life and the universe. But maybe you're finding new and unique ways because of this, like block. Because I feel like the Ace of Swords reverse is just clouded energy. And like I said, I heard canopy or umbrella, and I was just feeling like this cloud, or this like, they say mushroom cloud, and I'm using these mushroom cards, so maybe that's why it's coming through this way. But this sort of cap. Maybe you feel like you're capped in terms of your ability to make money or accumulate wealth in your life, and feel like you have enough to survive. But like I said, this block has caused you to start to ask yourself what really that means, or what does it mean on a deeper level? Because I don't have this, like, why am I so compelled to try to accumulate it? Like, what is the deeper feeling that I'm after? What is the deeper purpose behind having money? So this situation has caused you to ask those deeper questions, where other people who have maybe found it easier in this particular area of their lives have not had the opportunity to really dig deep and ask themselves those deeper questions and connect more deeply to the abundance that is inherently available to us. Like I said, through Mother Earth, through energy, through vibration, through frequency, through other human beings, through those kinds of things. So, and like I said, the ties that bind, finding soul family connections that allow us to feel that frequency of abundance and being cared for and nurtured and loved on a very deep level, human level even, that maybe we weren't able to experience in our family of origin. All right. These cards are so brand new, and I love them. I always love a new fresh deck, but they are so sharp. It literally cut me. But yeah, my battery being dead, or my battery being low, it makes me also feel like you guys, there's like this energy of not enoughness, right? Not a feeling of overflow. Like, that's something that I feel like that's the caca situation that you've been dealing with. So let's pull some final cards. Okay, so let's take a look at your final cards. There's a Knight of Wands in reverse. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Four of Pentacles. Just if you weren't sure, we're talking about financial abundance. Wheel of Fortune came out again in reverse, and then the Five of Cups in reverse. So guys, I feel like this bad luck streak, or this, this, like, the wheel not turning in your favor, is really taking, I hear the steam. You're losing steam, or the wind is being taken out of your sails, and you're finding it hard to maintain a level of passion, a level of drive, a level of persistence in the pursuit of money or finances, or like, it can be health too, but I just, I think for most of you, it probably really talks about money, but it could be health. The pursuit of this Page of Pentacles, this pursuit of getting that coin. So it's causing you to feel, or has caused you to feel, a little bit miserly and maybe closed off to new opportunities, a little bit staying in your comfort zone. This card is often a card of being in the comfort zone. Just, it's not a very open energy. It's kind of a closed off energy. It's kind of a energy of, like, it's not apathy. Although the Four of Cups talks about apathy, so we have Pentacles. It's just someone who's just sort of coasting, maybe. Because it just feels like, what's the freaking point? Why do I keep trying? Because it's never works, and I'm stuck. And the Five of Cups is about just sort of being in this lack mindset, and feeling kind of abandoned. And you may have been feeling abandoned by your family. And if they didn't have any hand in orchestrating, like, your inability to make money, they definitely had a hand in at least something to do with, like, your feelings of being good enough, or like your emotional state when it comes to resources. But I feel like the reason all these cards are coming out is just to for me to let you know, like, don't give up. Don't get complacent. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up. The wheel always turns. It's always in motion. And so maybe just becoming aware, more aware. Awareness is the first step. Becoming aware of maybe where the block is. And if you do feel like your family is impeding you in some way, then take measures necessary to enforce boundaries, and so that you can keep your energy clear, your energy field clear, or your mind clear, so that you can like start to dissolve the hold that they have over you, either in your mind or psychically even, because we all have sovereignty. We all have our ability to say no with our words, with our actions, and with our energy field. So I might even recommend for you guys to even seek out someone who can help coach you with that in terms of practicing energy protective kind of techniques. I know some people that I actually really, really respect talk against using protective techniques because it's just calling it in. But honestly, at least for me, I had to start there. And then move into, working from the other end, because I had to prove to myself that I could keep myself clear. It was a lesson in my own empowerment. So I don't think it's, I think everybody has their own unique journey with that, with regards to energetic protection of our own energy fields. So I don't think there's any shame in, using various means to clear and cleanse, protective mantras or prayers or sage or crystals, crystal grids. I might actually do a whole video. Actually, I did go back and look at my videos on energy protection for empaths, but I'm going to do a part 2. So stay tuned for that. I love you guys so much. I hope this was helpful. And yeah, if you do need more specific guidance, I do have personal readings available, as well as my Etsy shop full of unique art and oracle decks. So go check that out, and I will see you again soon. Bye.